As given by the question, the x-coordinates of P is -2, and since we have a horizontal line here, y is equal to 15, that passes through P, that makes the y-coordinate of P 15. So the coordinates of P will be -2 and 15. And according to the question, PQ is to QR is 1:4. So here we have a 1 proportion, here we have a 4 proportion. We want to find the x-coordinate of R. For R, we do know the y-coordinates because once again, the horizontal line y is equal to 15 passes through S. So the y-coordinate is already 15. As for the x-coordinate, let me just indicate it with an H. So let's try to find the value of H, which will then give us the x-coordinate of S. And to do that, I'm going to mix a little bit of geometry together with the coordinate geometry that we see here. I'm going to extend a vertical line from R all the way to PS. And this will be 90 degrees. And if I were to extend a horizontal line from Q to this line, this will also be 90 degrees. Let me call this point here, let's say T, and this point here, U. So what we have here are two similar triangles because they share the same angle, 90 degrees, and this is a common angle. So by AA similarity, we have a pair of similar triangle here. And I'm going to try to equate the length together. I'm going to equate the length of QT to PU. So QT over PU is going to be the same as this length over this length. So it will be the same as QR divided by PR. And QR divided by PR, since we know the proportion is 4:5, it will be 4/5. QT, I will just let it be QT. As for PU, I can see that this length here is made out of this length, QT, plus this length. Since the x-coordinate of P is -2, that means this length here is going to be equal to 2. So this is going to be QT, which is this length, plus 2. So plus 2, this is equal to 4/5. Cross multiplying, we have a 5QT is equal to 4QT plus 8. This will help us to solve for QT. QT here is equal to 8. And if QT here is equal to 8, that means OR is equal to 8. So this is equal to OR, which means that the coordinates of R over here, we have actually found it to be 8, 0. As for point U, from here to U, it is going to be the same as OR, which is the same as QT, which means that the x-coordinate of U will also be 8. So for U, it will be 8. And the y-coordinates, since the horizontal line y is equal to 15 passes through U, the y-coordinate will be 15. And as for this equation here, this tells us that y is equal to ax minus b is going to be a line, which can either be this line or this line. Then it is reflected up because of the modulus, which means that these two lines, they are going to be a reflection of each other if one of the lines is going to pass through the horizontal axis, which makes this triangle here, this triangle PRS, an isosceles triangle. And since we have a vertical line here that cut the base at 90 degrees, which means that U is going to form for me the midpoint of P and S. So if U is the midpoint of P and S, taking the x-coordinate of this plus the x-coordinate of this must be the x-coordinate of U, which means that -2 plus h divided by 2, it must be equal to 8. This will actually help us to solve for h. H is equal to 18. Therefore, the x-coordinate of S is going to be equal to 18.